It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Boston Celtics. The opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ, but Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. It's done with the rebound. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
No good. To Markkanen. Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Celtics have it. Irving to Horford. Probing the defense. Horford. To Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Porter to Chris Dunn. Markkanen to Chris Dunn. Porter. Otto Porter. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Marcus Smart. Porter to Chris Dunn. Nothing going here on that drive. Markkanen slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Markkanen to Zach LaVine. Dunn to Porter. Here's a chance from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for Boston, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
To Jaylen Brown. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a chance.
1 minute remaining in the
Deep 2 there. Won't go. The follow won't go either. Another follow. Still no good. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Oops. He missed the first one. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Bulls with the rock. To Markkanen. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Has a look. Can't connect. Brown into the front court. Down a point. To Horford. For 3. His first effort off the mark. Corner 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. And so we're through one here at United Center with the Bulls on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Chicago with the possession. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Lopez. Al Horford, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And the basket good at the rim.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Brown with it up top. They're down 3. Hayward to Rozier. Driving right to the basket. From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Knocked loose. Here comes the screen. Al Horford snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Zach LaVine, he's finally on the board, makes his first shot. Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Congratulations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Substitutions, Boston.
A lot of contact. No whistle.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. To Porter. To Markkanen.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Shot no good there by LaVine. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Short jumper off the mark. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Chris Dunn. Markkanen. Porter to LaVine. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Number 8, Zach LaVine.
Hayward to Irving. The drive right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on his free throw. To Markkanen. Celtics able to clear the board. Kyrie across the timeline. Down 4. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. We reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Bulls are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. The Celtics aren't down by too much at the half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Porter has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Al Horford hasn't had much luck getting into an offensive rhythm. He's been suffering through miss after miss, and no matter what he tries, it's just not working for him. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Kyrie with the rock. Probing the defense to Marcus Smart. To Marcus Morris. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Markkanen to Porter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And out of Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Ah, the monster stuff.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Bulls with the basketball. To Markkanen. Levine.
Yep, I got him.
To Lopez.
Here we go.
Robin Lopez. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Great pass to set it up. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Horford. It's a big finish.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Here's the step back. Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving. Takes stock of the floor. Sizing up the defense. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Ah, can't miss those. Another follow. Stays out. Irving into the front court. Up by 3. Shot from the lane won't go. Oh, follows and finishes.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Done to Lopez. With the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. And a nice finish at the rim. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for the Boston Celtics, number 20, Gordon Hayward.
Gets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Celtics have it. Irving. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Irving with the basketball. Up 5. Short jumper won't fall. And look out.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Long heave from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter. The Celtics have the lead. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. And that third quarter was one to forget. Remember, Jay, they led at the break, and now they find themselves on the wrong side of the score.
Yeah, but this game is about next play. If you spend too much time worried about what was, you can't focus on what is. Put that quarter behind you and focus on the task at hand.
To Horford. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And Ed, you know what the worst part about this whole thing is? Usually when a defender bites like that, that means that they're being active. They just guessed wrong, man.
Robin Lopez. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 5. Hayward to Irving. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
To Lopez. Rises for the slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Kyrie across the timeline. Leads 3. Driving right to the basket. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Levine. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both. And you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
First try, no good.
Number 22, Otto Porter. Entering the game for Boston, number 0, Jason Tatum.
Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Here's Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Levine to Porter. And counted at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Surveys the floor. To Marcus Morris. Boston with 4 to shoot. Rebound comes to Chicago. Levine. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Dunn to Porter. Here comes the screen. Markkanen to Porter. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Markkanen to Chris Dunn from long range. Drills the 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Irving. Bulls with it. Porter to Markkanen. Going to launch beyond the arc. The roof would have come off there, but he missed it. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving. There it is, Al Horford. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Porter to Chris Dunn. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Irving into the front court. His group now down 2. Horford to Marcus Morris. To Horford. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here comes the screen. Dunn to Porter. And stuffs it home.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Fires the 3, and he hits.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Throws it down. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Seventeen-footer for the win at the buzzer. It's good. It's good. A fantastic finish. They've won it in the final seconds.
And it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics won in dramatic fashion, ending today's matchup with an incredible buzzer beater. You can see it again right here. You'll definitely be seeing this one on SportsCenter. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Bulls just couldn't close this one out. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Al Horford wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. He had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well. Now that's what I call defense. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.